Hello, everyone. I'm Laura Dorsey, and I'm with Infinite Scholars. Infinite Scholars does one thing and one thing well. We help send students to college. We do that with our network of over 400 to 500 different colleges and universities that work with us on this particular endeavor. One of the biggest things that we do is that we facilitate scholarship fairs. We do 27 scholarship fairs across the country. And when we do a scholarship fair, we have between 50 to 100 of our partners that attend each and every single one of those scholarship fairs. Now, at most scholarship fairs, we have our key people, our key supporters that are being part of this, and this is no different, okay? So St. Vincent College, okay, is definitely one of our key supporters when it comes to facilitating our scholarship fair. Let me tell you a little bit about them, okay, before we let them come on and give you the total information. St. Vincent College is located on a 200-acre picturesque campus in Laurel Highlands of Pennsylvania, okay? St. Vincent College is located in the small town of Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Small town only has about 9,500 residents, and it's 35 miles southeast of Pittsburgh. It takes about 50 minutes to travel to downtown Pittsburgh from Latrobe. St. Vincent College has a little over 1,800 total students, 1,600 of them undergraduate and 200 graduate. And most of the undergraduate students are from the United States, but they have a large international and minority population, make up about 14.1% of the university. The college has more than 50 degree programs, including programs in the sciences, business, education, and fine arts. The largest program is pre-med, business, education, psychology, computer science, and criminology. St. Vincent College's criminology program is ranked #2 in Pennsylvania and ranked number 24 in the country. Total tuition costs at St. Vincent College is just over $50,000 per year, but last year 100% of the incoming students received some form of financial aid. Students who are accepted are all awarded academic scholarships of up to $27,000 per year. In 2019-20, Best Colleges for the Money ranked College Factual Place St. Vincent College at 7th out of 287 institutions in the Middle Atlantic region, 10th of 111 in the state of Pennsylvania, and 51 of 1,483 colleges and universities in the United States. Astounding figures. Today, to give us a little bit more detailed information about St. Vincent College is Melissa Sobek. She is the Associate Director of Admissions, and she has been with St. Vincent College for over 19 years. Melissa, thank you so much for being here today and taking out your time to provide our students and parents with additional information about St. Vincent College.
Absolutely. It is my pleasure. Thank you, Dr. Dorsey. I'm very excited to be sharing with you the opportunities that St. Vincent has available. And as she stated, my name is Melissa Sobek. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions, and I solely work with students from Allegheny County, the Pittsburgh area, but I do have some remote states that I work with as well. But let's get started with St. Vincent College and how it prepares students for the 21st century by providing quality education, empowering students to integrate their professional aims with the broader purposes of human life. So how does St. Vincent do that? Well, they help students make a difference. They prepare them to be leaders and to make a positive difference in the world today once they graduate from St. Vincent College. So why should you choose St. Vincent? Well, 2 reasons: the academic quality and excellent outcomes, and the skills for a balanced life. But I want to touch upon the outcomes of the academic advising with the faculty. The personalized attention that you receive at St. Vincent College is like no other. Our faculty come with an attitude of caring towards all. The professors invest in you and they invest in your education. I also want to talk about the rigorous capstone research and the internship opportunities available for all majors at St. Vincent College. We want our students to gain experience in their fields and experience of doing what they want to do in their career. And not only along with that academic quality and excellent outcomes, you're going to gain the spirituality, leadership, a global perspective, and justice while attending St. Vincent College through all your academics. So again, I'd like to reiterate that St. Vincent College is ranked 7th best overall among all private colleges in the country for degree completion, and also 3rd best among all colleges for the degree completion. The graduation rate for 4 years is 66% compared to the average of 52.8% for private colleges and 33.3% for public, which means our professors are making sure that you're going to graduate on time in 4 years. Again, they're investing in you, and they don't want you to go past that 4-year mark because that's going to cost you more money, and we don't want to see that happen at St. Vincent College. The retention for successful first year of college for St. Vincent from freshman to sophomore year is at 85%. The national average is again 68%, and we're well above that. Once again, our faculty are making sure that you're not going to fall through the cracks, that you are someone in the classroom. You're not just a number. The St. Vincent difference. I want to bring to your attention 2 points on this screen. The first is that 55% of all of our courses have fewer than 20 students. Once again, you are not just a number in the classroom. You have a name. It's hard to hide in the classroom at St. Vincent having less than 20 students. And we have that 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So again, our faculty are making sure that once you graduate, you have all the tools necessary in place to go on to your career or go on to graduate school or whatever your future may hold. Success after graduation. So 99% of our graduates are employed in their field or doing some type of service work or seeking advanced degrees. So having that one-on-one connection with your faculty will allow them to be able to pick up that phone and help you with that employment. They know people outside of the St. Vincent community. Or if you're planning to further your degree into graduate school, we have 100% placement into graduate school after graduating from St. Vincent. And you will have your choice. And once again, those recommendation letters from our faculty are going to be true to itself. It's really going to show how you were as a student in the classroom and whatever else you may have been involved with, whether it was sports or any other activities. So we have over 50 undergraduate and graduate program students and are housed in 3 schools. And as Dr. Dorsey stated, we are known for the sciences, education, business, psychology, computer information, sciences, and the criminal justice. Criminal justice is a big one, ranked number 2 in the state of Pennsylvania and number 24 in the country. So after hearing this, you may say, I'd like to apply to St. Vincent College. How do I go about doing that? Well, you can apply by submitting your application either online at our website at www.stvincent.edu, or you can use the common application. The common application allows you to apply to a number of schools, and you can just do a Google search on Common App and the list of schools will pop up, and if all your schools are there, you can hit one application. So we're currently waiving the application fee through December 1st. So if you do get your application in before that time, you do not have to worry about paying the fee. And you may hear the term a lot, rolling admissions. What that means is that you can apply throughout your senior year of high school. There's no deadline to apply at St. Vincent. There's no early admissions or early acceptance. So if you do decide to apply, what you will need is your application, official high school transcript, and if you are able to reserve a time to take the SATs or ACTs, you can submit that as well. But this year we do have the test optional if you are not able to get in to take the SATs or ACTs, or you may have not have been happy with your scores, so you will have that option as well. Then we're able to put you under review with only your application, your transcripts, and test scores. But you may want to submit a letter of recommendation, an essay, but that is optional. I always tell students it never hurts to submit a letter of recommendation. That can be from a favorite teacher, a counselor, a mentor, a coach, anyone that you feel that would write a great letter on your behalf. And to make that decision finalized, you have all the way until May 1st of the senior year. Again, take your time with where you're planning to go to college. You want to make sure that you're selecting a college that feels right for you. It's your home away from home. So criteria, if you do decide to apply, what are we looking for? Well, as far as your coursework goes, we're looking for a minimum of 15 academic units in high school curriculum. What that consists of is 4 years of an English, 3 years of a math, which would be Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and Geometry. That's our bare minimum. 2 years of a science, a general science course, and a science with a lab. And we recommend, but it is not required, to take 2 years of a foreign language in high school. So if those check the boxes for you, great. Now, the next few bullet points with the SATs and ACT and GPAs are only averages. So do not get all panicky if you're not at those levels. That's fine. We like to look at the student as a whole. We know not everybody are great test takers, but it may show that you're a really good student by the classes that you're taking in your GPA. Last year's average SAT for math was between a 510 and a 600. Writing was between a 520 and a 630. And ACTs were taking the composite score. So anywhere between a 20 and 25 is what we would like to see. As far as your GPA goes, around a 3.60. Again, I've taken students higher, I've taken students lower. We're going to evaluate you on a whole basis when applying. Scholarships and financial aid. So Dr. Dorsey mentioned that total tuition cost. Sometimes that can be what we say in the business sticker shock. $50,396 for tuition, room, board, which is your meal plan, and fees. Does sound like a lot. I understand that, but no one ever pays full tuition to come to St. Vincent. I have been doing this for a very long time, and I've never had one of my students pay full tuition. Again, 100% of our freshman class received financial aid last year. And if you are accepted, everyone receives a scholarship, an academic scholarship. So our highest scholarship, if living on campus, is $27,000 per year, and the lowest scholarship you can receive is $17,000 per year. But in order to get those scholarships, you do have to have a GPA requirement and a test score requirement. So if you're looking at this slide right now and you fall in the range of a 3.75 or higher for your GPA, in order to receive that $27,000 per year, you must receive a 1360 on those SATs or a 29 on the ACTs. If you are below that, we are going to go with the SAT ACT range. But again, this is subject to change, being that we are test optional. We haven't ironed all the details out for that, but we will be looking at curriculum in place of some of those as well. So look on our website for further updates about that. We also have plenty of other scholarships and grants that you can qualify for. If you are first generation, meaning that you are the first in your family to receive a four-year college degree. Now, you may have a sibling that's in college, but we're looking at your parents, your guardians, whomever you live with. If they do not hold a four-year college degree, then you qualify for the first generation grant in the amount of $2,000 per year. If you're attending a Catholic high school, you will also receive a $2,000 grant. If you are out of the state of Pennsylvania, you will also receive a $2,000 per year grant. So if you start adding that up, that tuition cost is coming down for you. We also have some specialized scholarships based off your majors. As you can see in parentheses, we have the STEP, Aurelia Scholars, and Fred Rogers, and you can find more information about those scholarships on our website and how to apply. I want to mention our big scholarship competition that we have every year at St. Vincent. It's called the Wimmer Scholarship, and we invite seniors to come to our campus to take this exam, usually towards the end of November. And it hits all subject areas you've ever had in high school. It's almost like an SAT type test, but it's hitting a lot more areas of study. So not only does it have English and math, it'll have sciences, it'll have fine arts, everything. There's no way to prepare for this test though. And I always tell students, if you have the requirements, which is at least a 3.25 GPA and at least at 1170 on the SATs, you're gonna wanna take this test because the first place winner will receive a full tuition, room and board scholarship for all 4 years. Estimated value over $194,000. And the second through fifth place winners will receive a full tuition scholarship for 4 years. And that's estimated value over $145,000. So again, you are not locked into coming to St. Vincent to sit for this test. If you have an interest in our college and you meet the qualifications, we invite you to take this test and try out for that money. You can make your decision a lot easier for you. And again, we always stress to our students to come visit us. I know this is not normal in the time that we are with the pandemic going on, but we are now offering in-person visits to campus at St. Vincent College. So you can meet with an admission counselor one-on-one and take a tour. We're not offering overnight visits right now, and we probably will not be offering that in the fall, but we hope to in the spring, where you can come and stay overnight in our freshman residence hall with one of our current students and really get to see all sides of the campus, academically, socially, and even athletically if you decide to play a sport. We also have what's called Bearcat Days, where you can observe classes and talk one-on-one with faculty and interact with our students to get an idea of what campus looks like. And we just ask that you allow 2 weeks to arrange a visit, and you can do this all online by going to our website to schedule your visit. My next slide has all of the counselors, and you may see someone there from your area who would be your contact person. This is who you would reach out to ask any questions or to help you through the admission process. You can also find all of the counselors' contact information on our webpage by clicking on admissions. So again, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to you about St. Vincent College, and I hope you were able to learn more about what we have to offer. I hope to work with you in the future and to help you decide to become a Bearcat. Thank you.
Melissa, thanks so much for providing us with all of that information.
You're welcome.
I think I have a couple of different questions that I want to be able to ask for you to take a look at that. When we're looking at in this day and age, we're looking at diversity in the schools. I know that there are students who are coming from coming from several different countries and from all over. Okay.
Yes.
And so you were talking about the students make up the international students, international minority population make up 14% of the students. Okay.
Yes, correct.
So can you tell us some of the countries where the international students are from? And do you have a broad program that the students can participate in?
Yes, absolutely. Well, first I'll tell you where our students are coming from as far as out of the country. We have an agreement with students from Brazil and China, but that now could be on the back burner depending on how everything's going with the COVID situation. We've had students come from Ireland and England as well. We're not huge on the international side, but we probably do get about every year at least 5 students from out of the country. And as far as our diversity pool goes, majority of our students do come from the local area, which would be the Pittsburgh area and in our backyard, Westmoreland County, Latrobe area. But we now do have a big pool from Florida, the Virginia, and Maryland and DC area is growing for us as well. And Philly is starting to take off for us too, which we're excited about. And as you asked the question about the study abroad, it is a huge program here at St. Vincent. We have our own office dedicated to that. We always ask students, to wait after the first year to do study abroad. We're not affiliated with one country or college, so that means our students can study anywhere. And they have studied in Italy, they have studied in Australia, they have studied in England, Spain, many different places. And also, for the student who may say, I don't know if I want to study for 15 weeks away, which would be a semester in college, we have opportunities for students to do trips over spring break and also over the summer. Some of our groups have gone to Iceland, some of our groups have gone to Germany, some of our groups have gone to China, so they go all over. We've even had a group go to Guatemala over the summer. So there are different places to go each year.
Okay, perfect. So when we talk about our students studying abroad, and we look at the stats about where St. Vincent is ranked, in the nation as far as some of the colleges. Can you tell me the students? We know that they have internships available, and with graduation. So can you tell me some of the companies that work with the students as far as internships? And then can you tell me about some of the places where your students are placed after the graduation? I know a large percent of them actually go forward, but what organizations do you recruit your students?
Sure, definitely. Well, one of the things that comes to mind is our business school, and it's the Alex G. McKenna School of Business. McKenna Metals is a Fortune 500 company located right here in Latrobe. So our students have the opportunity in the business world to go a mile down the road to work with a Fortune 500 company, and usually they are able to be employed with them after graduating from St. Vincent. And our business school does a great job making sure that internships are paid, and also, like with our accounting majors, my work study had her internship her whole senior year with Schneider Downs in Pittsburgh, and she was hired right after graduating at St. Vincent for an accounting job, which is amazing. We also have a great connection with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Penguins, being that the Steelers do use our facility for training camp, but this is the first year in 54 years that they are not here, again, because of the pandemic. But we have the sports marketing side piece. So for students in sports management that are looking to go into those fields, with that great connection with the Steelers, where not only can they work during training camp, but also during the season. And we have 2 graduates that work for the Pittsburgh Penguins in the marketing side that are always willing to take on interns for working with the Pittsburgh Penguins as well. But besides that, for our majors, we'll touch upon real quick here with the criminal justice side. That field is so broad, and there's so many avenues you can explore with that, whether it's doing something with law enforcement, whether it's I want to go into law. So our students were able to work closely with the DEA 2 years ago, working on the heroin epidemic in this country, and they were able to use those findings and present those to law enforcement from all over Pennsylvania. They used their findings. So our students, even though we are small, we have so many opportunities for them to work closely with these great organizations and great companies. And we're this hidden gem here in Latrobe that people aren't aware of. Our pre-med program is probably one of the #1 programs here, and our students are doing so well. We've produced a lot of doctors out of St. Vincent College, and we're proud to say that.
Okay, perfect. Melissa, I think that you have given us a wealth of information, and also given us an idea of where we can go to get information. If you want to give your contact information one more time so that our parents or students can contact you, that'd be perfect.
Yes, absolutely. My name is Melissa Sobek, and you can contact me at melissa.sobek, that's SOB as in boy EK, at stvincent.edu. And you can always call us at 724-805-2500, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have about St. Vincent College.
All right. All right, good. Melissa, thank you so very much. We appreciate all of your help.
Thank you, Dr. Dorsey. It's my pleasure.